whoever said copying is a bad thing. Please copy your Nigeria, please, I beg you. It is a season of imitating and copying people, because at this point I saw a video on Mr. Manager's Nigeria and I decided to react on this particular video. This video is a video the ministers in Nigeria asking foreigners to also come. You guys know how Ghanaians did the same thing. All African Americans can come back home to their country, and they granted citizenship for all African Americans. Same thing Nigeria is doing. It's about to go down. So you see, one thing about countries, you see, when a country is doing well. But before I dive right into the video, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so to subscribe, like this video, and let's watch the video first before we would start analyzing this video. I don't want to analyze without us watching the video. Let's watch the video, then we'll carefully analyze this video bit by bit. Ghana started this and Nigeria followed suit. But I'll be dissecting this issue. I'll be dissecting it. This is not a matter of copy, but I'll be dissecting it. Let's watch the video together.
The National Population Commission, NPC, is enhancing its programs on identity of citizenship through issuance of attestation of birth to Nigerians of African ancestry, a commitment already getting support of Nigerians in diaspora.
Exploitation of millions of black slaves still lingers, and lack of reliable statistical information on Africans taken abroad, complicating matters. African ancestry is a channel black Americans are using to trace their roots via DNA tests.
Africans in the diaspora to the motherland.
In tone and color, Gina Peg doesn't look black, but the DNA confirms she is proudly Nigerian and Hausa Fulani descent.
The Hausa. The Fulani. That is what DNA can do.
Peg is leading the campaign of reconnecting Africans to their roots, and the chairman, CEO, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabire Erewa, is committed to identifying with the cause.
From 1619 to 1869, black people, enslaved Africans, had no identity. And so it makes sense that we would be at the National Population Commission to talk about the population statistics of the people who are coming home.
They've traced their DNA to Nigeria, and they're saying we are Nigerian, so we want our Nigerian passport. We want to come home. We want to live here. So we are welcoming them, and we're working with the Population Commission to see what processes can be put in place so that their request can be granted.
This is a big task.
It is going to be an echoing task, in the words of the NPC chairman, Nasiru Isakwara, but since it is worthwhile and identity being a fundamental human right, implementation takes immediate effect.
With our sister agencies in government, we should be able to come up with a certificate that gives them citizenship of this country. We will soon be discussing with government at the highest level the process of conducting census. So we will also create a platform that will also take the census of Nigerians in diaspora. You have helped in developing that country. Come back and help us develop Nigeria too.
Drivers of these national identity projects expect it to attract expertise and resources into the country for development purposes.
Hey. So this lady came down here to Nigeria. She said to trace down DNA back to Nigeria, and she discovered that she's Hausa Fulani, and she decided to come down here to Nigeria, and she's asking every African Americans that have done their DNA and they are Nigerians to come down to Nigeria. See, it is a good thing that Nigerians are beginning to see the importance of, you know, allowing people have the rights, allowing people to come back to their roof. But I want to ask my fellow Nigerians, or I want to ask my dear country Nigeria, please, do you guys have the slave dungeon? Like, do you have like a place that is remarkable apart from the Badagry slave house? Apart from the Badagry slave house that even the governments are not even maintaining. It is the people, the families of those places are the ones maintaining that slave house till today. When people go there, they pay in money. Those monies are used to maintain those things till today. Go to Calabar, the Calabar slave house. It is nothing to write home about. It is actually nothing to write because it is not being maintained. All those historical sites in Nigeria are not being maintained. So if you're asking people to come back to your roots, African American, you are even begging them to come and help establish Nigeria. Hey, our ministers, you people like Oshofri, now so like Atenuje. You people like Oshofri, you like free things. But I was hearing people say, hey, they are copying Ghana, they are copying Ghana. Yes, they are copying Ghana. Is it a bad thing? No. It's not a bad thing to copy a country. And it's not a bad thing when you see a country doing something that is right. When you see a country doing something that is going to develop their country, why can't you follow suit and do the same thing? This is the same thing I've been talking about here on my channel. Nigerians need to look up to other countries to do the right thing. When it comes to security, Nigeria need to look at the country that is the most safest country in Africa, go and learn from them. It is not a bad thing when you see your fellow Africans doing something good and you try to imitate the thing they are doing, as long as it's not causing problems. As long as it's not causing problems. I know Ghana started it first. Ghana started it first. That one is not something we can dispute that. Ghanaians opened the doors for African Americans before other countries followed suit. Ghana as a country opened the door for Black Americans. And a lot of them are here. They have properties. They have houses. They have a lot of businesses. So is it a bad thing when you see some of the African countries imitating each other? It is not. It is a way of improvement. Or is it a bad thing to copy people? It's not a bad thing. When you see people doing something that is okay, that you feel that is going to develop your country, you do it. You know, a lot of times, the last election Ghana did, even the the election chairman came down to Ghana and he said, Nigerians are going to learn from this election. He said he loved how Ghanaians conducted their election. So the next election in Nigeria, Nigeria is going to follow suit the way Ghanaians did theirs. Even the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, commended the former president of Ghana because the way he left the seat without no problems, no chaos, no fighting. The election, there was no mago, no wuru. Everything just went in smoothly. So when a particular country see that this particular country is doing this and is going to develop their country, they will copy and follow suit. So it's not a bad thing to copy. I don't know how people say this copying thing. Copying is not a bad thing. When you see something that is good, you copy it. As long as it's not bad. The only thing I will say, when you go and copy the bad thing, that is when it becomes bad. When you saw somebody doing something bad, you see someone stealing and you went to copy stealing, is that not stupidity? You saw someone doing stealing and you went to copy the same stealing, the same method of stealing. A country that wants to grow would look at other countries and copy what they are doing. So copying is not a bad thing, okay? So even on this content creation of a thing, when you see your fellow content creators creating something that you feel that, oh, it's going to promote this country, you do it. This is not a bad thing. I don't know how people attach so much emotions to things. You don't attach emotions to things. You don't attach emotions to things. So if Nigeria decides to copy Ghana, let them copy. Because me, I want them to keep on copying Ghana. I want Nigeria to keep on copying. Let them become copycats. Let's tag Nigeria copy. You should even compose a song for them because they deserve that song right now. Because if a country feels that you want to remain where you are, you will remain where you are forever. That is what it is to grow. It means the country wants to grow. If a country does not want to grow, they would not do the same thing other countries are doing. They would not. Now, the president of Ghana has cut down allowances for the ministers, the politicians. Don't worry, very soon now you see Nigerian president will come up with his own announcement and said, oh, I'm going to cut down the salaries of the police. It's not a good thing. It's a good thing for us Nigerians. It's a good thing because all this money that is supposed to be used to channel into constructing roads, giving us electricity, they are putting that money into the pockets of the politicians, meanwhile causing us to live in abject poverty. See, if Nigeria decides today that they want to wake up and copy Ghana Dirty December, because I know they did that Dirty December last year, and of which I've never heard Dirty December in Nigeria. I've never heard that people are traveling to Nigeria for Dirty December, but they did it anyways because they want people to come and invest in their country. They want people to always troop into Nigeria every year. Ghana started a Dirty December and it's now becoming a global thing for Nigeria. Nigeria followed suit because they want to be seen, oh, African Americans coming into the country. They want to be seen, the Obroni people coming into the country. But I want to give this advice. If Nigerians decide to follow suit what Ghana is doing, please follow suit in the security also. If you decide that you want to be inviting African Americans to become and be giving them citizenship, please make sure the country is safe for them. Don't just invite them and leave them empty-handed. It's to the hands of the lions to devour them. Don't allow the lions to devour them. You guys know what I mean by the lions. It is not everything we say. It is not everything we open our mouth and say. But as long as you are inviting them to the country, please make sure that the country is safe. It's safe for them to live in. And as Nigeria is copying other country, please copy and make sure you are putting in the right thing to make sure that these people are living comfortably. They are living without no problems. Not be tomorrow now, they're going to invite all the African Americans come Nigeria. We go begin here say, hey, lion has devoured one of the African Americans. One of the African Americans is now in the lion's den. We need 50 billion to release the African abeg. Let me go to 1 year because it's going to bring a bad name to the country. Please, in as much as we're inviting African Americans to the country, please follow suit by making the country a better place to live in. You know, free from all those wuru and magomago. I don't want to mention their names, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So you see, Ghana, the reason why African Americans are coming into Ghana and they are living peacefully, you go to the Volta region, even to the most remote part of Ghana, African Americans are there. They built houses there. They're living peacefully. Nobody's coming to harass them. Nobody's coming to, because the country is what? Is safe. So, in as much as copying is allowed, please copy. If you are, let me not talk too much. If you want to copy. Copying is allowed. Copying is allowed. That is what makes us grow as humans, and that is what makes us grow as individuals. That is what makes us grow as a country. If you see your country doing something that is not good and this other country is doing something that is good, please, Charlie, copy, rush and copy them and do the same thing to improve your country. If your country is doing something that is good and the other countries are not doing the same thing, when that country see this country moving forward, they will decide to leave that thing and follow this country that is moving forward. They will copy the same system. Some months ago, I made a video about Liberian Minister of Education coming down here to Ghana to come and learn about the educational system in Ghana. She has heard about the education in Ghana. She has seen with her eyes how good, how intelligent, how sound, how students from Liberia go to Ghana and come out with good grades, and they are working. So she decided to come to Ghana to come and learn about the educational system in Ghana. Same thing, the Liberian president had to leave Liberia and come down here to Ghana to come and learn about, the Ghana card. How can they do their Ghana card? How can Liberia have Liberian card with that cheap card that can be able to allow you access the airports with your Ghana card? He came all the way from Liberia to come and learn. So please, if you see any country doing well, learn from them. If you see any country doing well, copy as much as you can and package it well. If you copy, package the copying very, very well, so it will look attractive in the eyes of people and it will look comfortable. When people come into that country, they will feel comfortable. Don't copy and not put amends. Please, copying is allowed. I repeat again, copying is allowed. They didn't write do not copy anywhere. Keep copying as long as the copying is impactful to you, to your country, to whatever you are doing in life. Even human being, copy their fellow human being. When you see your sister doing well, like people are beginning to praise your sister, you begin to look at your character and you want to change to, to follow the footstep of your sister or your parents. So please, whoever said copying is a bad thing, allow you, please copy your Nigeria. Please, I beg you all, Nigerian government are watching this video, please keep copying, because we want to see something good in the country. Keep copying. And electricity, copy the electricity in Ghana. Copy the security in Ghana. Copy everything copyable because it is allowed. If you watch this video until this point and you have not subscribed, you don't like me, please subscribe to the channel and please don't forget to hit the like button. Hit that like button for me and turn on the bell notification to get notified whenever Mami Ekia post amazing content. And to all my returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. See you guys in the next one. Bye.